Miss, I am here. I am strong. I am bold. I am worthy. I am confident. I am courageous. I am chosen. I am divinely protected. And so are you if you know. I hope all is well. I hope you're protecting your energy. I hope you're protecting your peace. I hope you're vibrating high on your path and journey. So I just wanted to come on with an experience that I've had. I don't really be around a lot of people, but when I'm around, I try to observe more. That's what I've learned that I had to do within myself to just, be more observant. I had learned that earlier on in my, coming into my awakening and my, and deciding what I want to do, with myself on my path and my journey or whatever. But anyhow, it was good to see a lot of people with the Kendrick Lamar and the different generations, everybody come together dancing to They Not Like Us. I see a lot of that because, with the music and stuff nowadays, it's like, it's different. Like, you really don't get too much, like, uplifting music. Like, I was born in the 80s, so it was more, we had more people making music, like, with better messages and more positive messages than with the message that is being, broadcasted in the music today. I will say we had more positive stuff back then. When I was coming up, like I said, I was born in the 80s, 85. So when I was coming up, like, heading into the 90s, and it was like more positive music. You had, people making music, but it wasn't just all this drill kill and all that. That's more common these days than what that was back then. Like you had people saying certain stuff, but it never really got that far as to where, like, you had the whole Biggie and Tupac. That was the most things ever got, like, as far as crazy was the whole, as far as me coming up, was the whole Tupac and Biggie thing. I ain't never heard nothing about Luther waiting for Freddie outside, Freddie waiting for the Commodores over there. I ain't never heard no shit like that, as far as, and it going back further than that, further than I ain't never heard, Michael beefing with, and none of that, so as far as like the beef and all that, the message in the song and all that, as far as what I experienced, which is Biggie and Tupac. Like I said, I never heard about Freddie meeting Luther outside. None of that shit. And I ain't gonna say it never happened, but as far as, I never heard of that. You know what I mean? But, just get the experience in that on a positive level. Cause I know, with the younger generation now, most parents, they got their playlist is kind of similar to their kids. Like I know, and me, being older and the age gap, I have older siblings, so the age gap is a little different for me, as far as that, because my mother had me when she was 30. I think my dad was 29. So they were a little older then, you know what I mean? So our playlist just wasn't going to be the same. They listening to, Luther, shit, the Commodore shit. They listening to that. I'm listening to, like I said, I had an older sister. She's like 7 years older than me, so I'm listening to pretty much what she listening to. Mary J, Bone Thugs, Lil Kim, shit like that. I'm listening to what, and then our parents' playlist, their shit is different. Like, I can remember when we had, how you had a little radio outside, the tape and shit, you outside, listen to the music. I can remember them doing their thing, and they hear a lyric over there, like, oh, what they say? What she say? We looking like, what, who say? Like, what she say? Play that back, what they say? Like, it's just a little different. Like, now it's like, as far as with that, that the age gap and the difference with that generation, it's like, they hear some shit, and they be like, turn that up. Turn that shit up. So it's just a little different with, but it's it's just good to see the positive in it, to come together on as far as music and family coming together on a positive note. That stuff we want. You want that positive, that good feeling with, good energy with family, as long as the energy's good and the vibes is right. If it's negative, then of course, no, we ain't sticking around for that. But it's just good to observe that, experience that, see that, so, but yeah, like I was saying, my playlist was definitely different from, and with me, coming up, there was certain music that, because for the most part, like when my parents and my grandparents played music, we used to be like, what is that? Like, what type of music is that? But there was certain songs that they played that I connected with, that I liked. Like, oh, I like this song, like, and I like the message behind it. I got a good feeling within my soul and spirit behind that specific song and the message that it brought to me. Whereas to most kids my age, they was just like, didn't feel what I felt as far as what I was feeling in the message within the song. It was just, it sound old, it's old people music, is that, but on a deeper level, there was some songs that I really felt that I still will, that I still hear to this day, and I still get that feeling. Just certain music just does that for me. If it got a certain message behind it, and I feel, that's what works for me or whatever. Now I don't care what people think, what they got to say. I'm not a person that goes with as far as what everybody else listen to. So my playlist would be different anyway. But yeah, just on a level of respect and how at certain stuff I did at parties, there's no way I would do and know my mother standing right next to me. I know there's people that will. And when you go out with your mom, and there's nothing wrong with spending time with your mom. There's nothing wrong with going out even with your dad. You going out with your parents, and not just your mom and dad, not just your mom and your dad. In general, this is a way that you carry yourself. There's a level of respect. Like, so if I'm going to go have a good time with my parents, I'm going to carry myself with a level of respect. I'm not going to degrade myself or do anything out of character to make my parents look bad as well. And I know some people that they'll be shaking their ass and be having their friends slap their ass and their moms right there. That's, for me, that's a level of respect. That's something you do with just you and your friends. That's something I don't want my mother to see, and I don't want to do that around my mother. There's a level of respect still. But, that's the difference in the generation. Like I said, it was my parents, it was older. Some parents are younger. You can't help that. But I just still feel like you can still help the level of respect. You can't help when you were born and what, but there's still certain stuff to point to a level of respect to where, you can still have a good time without, having your ass out and, making your parents look bad. Because it's just like, their falls on them. They looking at it like, damn, this is embarrassing. This is on, if they're genuine parents. I'm not saying that you can't tell people what to do with their parents and how to, you can't tell people, what to do with their kids, and you can't tell, the kids how to act around their parents. But I just feel like there's just a way, I wish I go out and take my parents out and have a good time. I don't have my parents, so I wish that's things that I want to do. But at the same time, I would carry myself with just, a level of respect. And there's certain music that I would take them to where we can both get in tune to where, music, and have a good time to where the music is not like, they like, oh, what type of shit is this? And I'm like, it's too, just something more on, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it, so, I feel like you can, that can definitely be done. There's just a level of, just respect on how it ain't what you do, it's just how you do it. I would love to take my parents out. Like, it's football season, like with my dad, I would love to take them out to a game and just, let them have a couple beers and just let them, let loose. He'd be talking shit right now, But I would love to do that. Like I said, I'm not going to have women up all on me. I'm not going to be smacking on no cheeks or have nobody all up. I'm not doing that around my father. And I'm not doing that around my mother as well. There's just a level, if I'm into that, I'm not into that. I'm just using that for example. But, if I was into that, and when at a point in time there was, there's no shame in me. At a point in time I was into that, but I still didn't do it around my parents, Even with as far as my music, I might have put some headphones on or, went upstairs, or because I know there's a level of respect, So there's just certain things that just wasn't allowed. This just, allowed now. Like I said, you can't tell people how to live their life. But like I said, you can still have a good time and still have a good relationship with your children. And your children can still have a good relationship with you. It's just how you go about it. That's all. They call a motherfucker like me, that's old, that's this, that's that. No, it's just a level of respect. It's not being old. It's about respect, And that's, like I said, down to the music as well. But it's good to like have those experiences. Like when we was kids, we had we got together as family. what was one song that they used to play? Family Reunion. Like we got together, they would play that, and everybody would sing to that because that was a song that everybody could sing to. Everybody could sing to. It didn't have degrading lyrics. It didn't have the lyrics we could understand. It wasn't too above us as far as it being on an older level. It was just something that everybody can have a good time and in tune with, and be in tune. So it was just good to experience the good things that's out there, because it ain't all bad. You can find some good things out there, and be grateful and thankful for. Like I said, I'm not really around family that much, but to see that when I was around, that was I'm grateful and thankful that I was able to experience that. But sometimes I experience some fucked up shit too, to where people, are just, like I said, doing that around their parents, cussing just on the phone, like, this nigga got me fucked up, or this bitch got me. It's like, damn, it's a level of respect. Or if you want to talk like that, just simply walk away. If that's how you feel at that moment, or you need to let it off some steam. It's just a way of how you conduct yourself, And it's like, don't nobody want to hear that. I get, you get upset, with life is life, and it'll throw, you know what you might get, but it's just how you go about it. That's very key, so, it's good to experience some of the good stuff, because it's like, mainly because the way this shit's set up, it's a lot of fucked up shit. A lot of people, motherfuckers be, even with some adults, they be like, oh, wait till I tell my daughter, wait till I tell my son what this nigga did, or wait till I tell my daughter what this, it's like, damn, like, that ain't none of their business. Like, you don't got somebody else you could tell this, your age, like this on your level, you don't got somebody else you have to tell your son, you have to tell your daughter. So on the other end, you kind of some of y'all put y'all kids in fucked up situations. Sometimes they don't want to hear that shit, as well. They don't want to hear that shit, because it's like, damn, mom, you're really, and then as far as sons, you want to be, as far as fathers, you want to be that role model for your son. Like, son, don't deal with that. And then for your daughter, your mother and a daughter, you want to be that role model for your daughter. To not, you don't settle for this or settle for that. You don't let a guy do this or let it, vice versa. That's just the way it goes. But, I know, just it's just good to see some good. Because like I said, it's always some bad shit out there. Like, these kids is off the chain. Like, I've seen people cuss in front of their kids. And, that's different. Like, I didn't mean to say, I meant to say, I seen some children cuss, like little kids cuss in front of their, like grandparents. Well, I was like, damn, I got slapped. Like, you know what I mean? But I knew better. So I ain't even doing that. I'm going to cuss somewhere else. I can't be heard, like, when I'm little like that, you know what I mean? But, like, they'll do it, like, and I think twice about it. I'd have been scared. I'd have been looking over my shoulder and shit, like, cussing and then looking and shit, like, but, it's just the difference of, there's no boundaries. We had boundaries. We had to, there was certain stuff we just wasn't allowed to do. It was just a level of respect as to where this, in this generation is just, it just is what it is. There is no boundary. There's no, like, some people don't even tell the kids no. They have to know what no means, and they have to mean that no means no. So, but like I said, you can't tell people what to do. Can't tell people what to do. But like I said, I love to experience the beautiful thing in that, just the beautiful thing, at the side of generations being able to bond and, come together on a positive note. Because it's so much negativity. It's so much negativity out here. So much, people are just like, man, it's like nobody, it's like, damn. I don't even want to say harsh when I say nobody. I don't want to sound harsh when I say don't nobody fucking think for themselves these days. But it's just like such a go with the fucking flow. Man, it's just the more I observe, it's just like, wow. But like I said, I'm not, really around. But I'm glad I got the experience. I really am. I want to experience more positive things like that, and I will. I know I will, like I said, it's so much negativity, but there is positive things. There is beautiful people out there. There are beautiful things out there, and, it's around, so when you get to experience some of those things. But, just like I said, on anything y'all experience, like some of y'all might be older in age, younger. Like I said, I had older siblings as to where, I was, for most people, they would say that's old. Like, you're old having a baby at 30, because my mother had me at 30. You know what I mean? But that because most people, like, now these days, like, the kids are being had younger. But that's like average. That's like pretty much good, because you're maturing. And so for me, I don't think that's the issue, because you're maturing. You don't have a baby too young or be too immature for me. I'm very grateful and thankful I didn't experience that, because I could have been me and anybody else that I could have, could have had experienced it young, and but I carry a different energy. So even if I had a baby young, my playlist, there would definitely be a different level of respect. I would, I would raise my kids how my mother raised me, but I take what resonate and, take what work and leave what not. And everything is, there's certain stuff I don't agree with that, my parents raised me upon that I don't agree with, and that's okay. But as far as that, I take what resonate and just leave what don't, you know what I mean? And just add my own, what I have within me, what feels, what's right within my spirits, and just add to that. And that's all I really could do as far as that, if I had, to do that. But yeah, just anything y'all experience, or y'all closer to age, or or your parents are a lot older, or your parents are a lot younger, whatever you experience within a generation as far as the music, and any experience that you had as far as on a positive note, because like I said, it's so much negativity, but we always look for the positivity. We always have faith. That's just the type of people we are. So I hope all is well. Keep continuing on your path and your journey. Keep vibrating high. Keep protecting your peace. Keep protecting your energy, and keep doing what's best for you. Miss I am here. I am strong. I am confident. I am worthy. I am bold. I am courageous. I am chosen. I am divinely protected. And so are you, if you know. All right, now keep pushing.